Hello everyone. Today we will learn Unit 3 C#.NET. In this unit, we will learn collections topic. The basic two collections, array list and hash table are taught by me today lecture. I am your instructor Kruti Patel from LG Institutes of Engineering and Technology. First topic is collections. Collection classes are specialized classes for data storage and retrieval. These classes provide support for stack, queue, list, and hash tables. Most collection classes implement the same interfaces. Collection classes serve various purposes such as allocating memory dynamically to elements and accessing a list of items on the basis of an index, etc. These classes create collections of objects of the object class, which is the base class for all data types in C#. The following are various commonly used classes of the system.collection namespace. First is ArrayList. It represents an ordered collection of an object that can be indexed individually. It is basically an alternative of an array. However, unlike array, you can add and remove the items from a list at a specified position using an index, and the array resizes itself automatically. It also allows dynamic memory allocation, adding, searching and sorting items in the list. Second is hash table. It uses a key to access the elements in the collection. A hash table is used when you need to access the elements by using key, and you can identify a useful key value. Each item in hash table has a key value pair. The key is used to access the items in the collection. Third is sorted list. It uses a key as well as an index to access the items in a list. A sorted list is a combination of an array and hash table. It contains the list of items that can be accessed using a key or an index. If you access items using an index, it is an array list. And if you access the item using a key, then it is hash table. The collection of items is always sorted by the key value. Fourth one is stack. It represents a last in first out collection of objects. It is same as we have used in data structure. It is used when you need a last in first out access of items. When you add an item in the list, it is called pushing the item, and when you remove it, it is called popping the item. Next is queue. It represents a first in first out collection of object. It is used when you need a first in first out access of items. When you add an item in the list, it is called enqueue, and when you remove an item, it is called dequeue. Now, the stack and queue, these and sorted list are the basic data structures which we have used in data structure. But now we will see two new collections in this lecture. These are array list and hash table. Now we will learn first array list. Array list is a non-generic type of collection in C#. It can contain elements of any data types. It is similar to an array, except that it grows automatically as you add items in it. Unlike an array, you don't need to specify the size of array list. For example, how we can initialize the array list? So we need to write array list Then we can assign any array list name. So here I have assigned my array list and equals to new array list round bracket open close semicolon. Here you can see these are the methods of array list. We can use any of the method, and here description is written before that method. So here these are the methods which are used in array list: add, insert, remove, remove at, sort, reverse, clear, copy to, get, range, index of to array. So any of this method can used for array list. Now we will see practical demonstration of array list, and we can use these one methods in that program. So first of all, I'll open code for array list. So file, open, project, array list. I made this program priorly. Now here you can see, here I have taken a class name that is named array list. Here a object is written, so array list A equals to new array list. So A will refer our array list. Here I have used this method, add method, to insert an element in array list. So here 45 is added, but you note this point, to use array list you need to add this namespace, which is system.collections with using keyword. So after adding this namespace, here array list is taken, and by this add method we have added these two elements, that is 45 and 5. Now I can insert any element at any position through insert method. So I have inserted this 65 at indexing 1. Then I can also add a mixed data type value. So I can insert here string also. So hi and hello, these are string value is inserted. Now I have added this float value 6.2. Here character value is inserted, and here also float value is inserted. Now I can also remove through remove method. I can also sort this array list through sort method. But I have commented this sort because whenever you can have a mixed data type, it will not give you output. It throws exception because it cannot sort a mixed data type, which means integer, string, float, which are not combinedly sorted. So when you have a strict single data types, then only you can use sort. Now I can print the capacity of array list through capacity property. Also I can count the number of elements. I can also send the reverse output, so reverse order in which we have inserted, and through this code I can print the element of array list. So here console.writeLine array list in for each, for where here we have a mixed data type which is our variable. So I have used here where data type. So where I in a refers our array list. So now I can refer this, I can refer every elements of array list, and now each element is printed. So in console.writeLine, I print I, it will print all elements of array list. But here you can see I have taken another array list that is named gr, and I can find its range through this 0 to 3. So it will print indexed range value from 0 to 3. Here you can see index 0 to 3 contains which gr. This gr array list will contain the elements from 0 to 3 index. So these elements are printed here in console.readline. Now I'll show you the output of array list. You can see here, first of all, capacity is printed. Capacity is 8. Next is count. So number of elements are 7. Count is 7. Now next is array list elements. So here you can see variables are displayed in reverse order. So here lastly I have entered 2, it will print it first 2a 6.2. This order is displayed in reverse order. You can see here in output, and index 0 to 3 means these elements are printed from getting this get range method. So here you can see it is nothing but the methods of array list which we have used in this code. Next we will see hash table. C# includes hash table collection in system. Collections namespace which is similar to generic dictionary collection. The hash collection stores key value pairs. It optimizes lookups by computing the hash code of each key and stores it in a different bucket internally, and then matches the hash code of specified key at the time of accessing values. Hash table is a non-generic collection, so it can contain a key and value of any data type. So value must be cast to an appropriate data type. Otherwise, it will give compile time error. Now we will see how practically perform the hash table through C# code. But before it, we'll see methods of hash table. You can see these are the methods which we can use in hash table. These are add, remove, clear, contains key, contains value, and get hash. You can use any of these method, and its description is written before these methods. So here I'll open program for hash table. So file, open project. Here hash table code is written priorly by me. You can see here I have priorly collected this namespace for hash table. So using system.collection namespace is written here. I have taken this hash table class and its object ht. So my hash table name is now ht. I'll refer this htd hash table, and I am using here this add method to adding element, but not like in array list. You need to pass here two values, first key and second is its value. So first I have entered key 1 and a value is stored, then key 3 1 value is stored, key 4 value 101, key 2 with 1.23, and key 5 will store u value. Next is iCollection interface. So iCollection interface which have the its value k, and its variable k will store its hash tables key. Now iCollection having the hash tables key which is in a k. So now I'll print all the keys with its value. So this code will print you key with its value. So this I refers all key, and ht of I means its value is also printed here. So I can show you in output. You can see here this output is printed by the code. So 5 4 3 2 1 will print the respective these values. Next, the same output can also be printed with a dictionary entry class. So in for each loop, you can also write dictionary entry, which is having another variable di in ht, and also I have printed here di dot key. So key and value are the property of dictionary entry. So I have written here di dot key and di dot value. So I can print its key with value. It will give you the same output as I have printed through object data type. So you can see here these values, key with values, are printed through dictionary entry. Last, these methods are hash table methods, which contains, it will check only the key value. Next is contains key, whether key 5 is contains or not. It is a Boolean property. it will also printed, contains the value, it will check for the value, this value is contained or not. Next is get type, it is also boolean, and here get hash code. So get hash code will print its hash code value, and here the key pair in hash table means count will count the number of key value pair in respective hash table which we have entered. So here we have entered this five key value pair, so it will give you answer 5. So I'll run this code, and you can see here this contain key, contain value, these are answered in boolean values. And here you can see it hash code is printed, its type is printed, type is system.collection.hash table, and count will be 5, which is nothing but a 5 key value paired which we have entered. Thank you everyone.